Okay, this is a thing that will only work for dogs. It will not work for cats. Because if you did this with my cat, she would just hit the button that says, don't care, don't care, don't care. A speech pathologist is creating quite a buzz after teaching her dog to talk.
This is amazing. Christina Hunger is going to join us in just a second. But first, we want you to see her dog Stella in action. In this clip, Stella just saw somebody walking by the house. Okay? Take a look.
Okay.
Who outside? Come outside. I don't know who that was. A friend walked by. We're gonna stay inside. It's okay. It's okay, girl.
Is that amazing?
That is amazing.
Outside, come
See, to me, it's a little woof to like let you know that's exactly what Stella was looking at. So who is that person outside? All right, Christina Hunger is joining us live this morning to talk about this. Christina, this is fascinating. So let's start from the beginning. You're a speech pathologist. You normally work with children. What was it that made you think Stella could communicate this way?
I was just so inspired by how much Stella was already communicating when I brought her home. I saw her using gestures to communicate. She was pawing at things, standing by the door to signal she needed to go outside. She was whining, she was barking, to get our attention. And I just kept thinking that these are legitimate skills that toddlers show right before they start saying words. And so I just wondered if she could develop the ability to say words if she had a chance to.
So to me, it seems like it's a huge leap from stomping the button that says walk or treat or whatever to, in that clip we saw there, she essentially created a sentence.
Yes.
How does that happen?
I mean, little by little steps along the way. So when we started out, I used simple words like outside, play, and water. And she was essentially just requesting some needs. But then I saw her start to use words for different functions over time. So she stopped using water just to talk about her water dish and started saying water when I would water my plants.
Oh my gosh.
And there were these little milestones like that that showed me how much she was able to learn. And so I just kept adding vocabulary and thinking about typical language development and what skills she might be able to use.
So how do we know that Stella's just not super advanced? Can this be replicated in other dogs? Have you even tried that yet?
A lot of people have, and that's what's really exciting about this. There's been now thousands of people in the past year who have started teaching their dogs and have had incredible success as well. I view this story with Stella as just the door opening and this invitation for dog owners to join in and teach their own dogs words, and we'll all keep kind of discovering this potential together.
So where do we go from here? Is this perhaps opening a new way of dog training? What happens?
I think so. I think, as this becomes more and more popular and we're seeing more success with more dogs, I think it's going to kind of force us to re-examine our relationship with our pets and how we interact with them and what tools we give them to help them communicate in the best way possible. I think it's really important that since our dogs are living in our environment and are hearing us use words to them, that they should be given the opportunity to say them too, since they're understanding what's going on.
How has Stella's behavior, demeanor, what have you, changed since she has been able to more or less talk to you?
She's a lot less frustrated for sure. So it's been this gradual change since I started when Stella was so young. There hasn't been this dramatic before and after because it's been a gradual process. But I think about Stella now in comparison to when she only had 4 or 6 words that she could say just some simple needs. And she's so much less frustrated now. She can communicate much more effectively with us and just get her needs and thoughts attended to much faster.
before we go, what's the most complex thing she has said to you?
I think these questions that she's asking, like
Yeah.
one that you just saw, the who's outside, come outside. She'll ask where things are, when we're going for a walk. So just hearing her ask questions and see how much she's wondering has been really mind-blowing.
Well, you tell the story of it in your book called How Stella Learned to Talk. I've been reading it. It is fascinating. When and where is it available for people to get?
It's out now at any bookstore, so you can go support a local bookstore, or you can find it at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, wherever you buy your books.
All right, Christina Hunger, thank you so much. Tell Stella we said hi. Sorry we missed her. If she wants to come on and be interviewed, we can do that as well too. Thank you so much for your time, guys. It says here, go to commercial break.
Oh,
That's good
Now.
boy. Good boy.
multisyllabic.
Yeah. Cold wet nose, shiny coat.
We'll be right back.